Yeah, it says consecutive even numbers on number 4. So what's different about even numbers? They increase by, instead of increasing by 1, like the last problem, what are even numbers going to increase by?
2.
2. So instead of using x plus 1, x plus 2, we're going to use x plus 2, x plus 4. Does that make sense? By the way, what do odd numbers increase by? 1, 3, 5, 7. What am I increasing by?
2.
2. So is there any difference between evens and odds? Well, not the way they are represented in variables. So this would represent evens and odds. The only difference is the starting variable is going to be an even or an odd. But yeah, they look the same, evens and odds. So it says the sum of those 3 adds up to, what did it say the sum was? 48?
Yeah.
Alright, now what? X plus x plus x plus 2 plus 4.
6.
Okay, I guess I'll let you guys finish that one. Go ahead and write all 3 answers. Once you get x, that's the first answer, and then the next 2 evens. So you should have 3 answers on that one. I think those are the only 2 like that. Tomorrow we're starting the chapter review. I should have written it on the board since so many of you are going to be gone. Okay. I think it's just, here, I'll go ahead and write it. If you're going to be gone, it's going to be a 2-day assignment actually, so you won't be missing all of it. Page 90. That's tomorrow and Wednesday. It's going to be that.
That's tomorrow and Wednesday.
Yeah, it's pretty large. Yeah, usually the chapter review assignments are kind of. Okay, number 5. You bought a magazine for $5 and you got 4 erasers. You spent a total of $25. How much did each eraser cost? Alright, does anybody want to try and write that? Or give me the equation for that one? Alright, somebody hasn't done one yet. So no Jesse or Hank. Okay, you spent $5 and then 4 per eraser, and that totals 25. Yeah.
4x plus 5 equals 25.
Yep, that's it. So 4 times, I'll say E for eraser cost. 4 times however much the erasers cost plus $5 should add up to, was it 25? $25. Yeah, that's it. So, I don't care what letter you guys use. That's an expensive eraser. All right. Number 7. Sumali won 4 super bouncy balls playing horseshoes at her high school's game night. Later, she gave 2 to each of her friends. She only has 8 remaining. How many friends does she have? Seems like a lot. Any guesses on how to set this one up? Anybody want to try? Pick on somebody. Alright.
So you do 40 minus 2x.
Okay, that's how you solve it. Let's do 40. Yeah, okay, you could write it out. Go ahead. Go ahead, we'll say it that way.
40 minus 2x equals 8.
Okay, yeah. So if we kept with the other pattern, it would have been 2 times, I guess F for number of friends she has. She gave 2 balls per each friend she had, plus she had 8 left over, and altogether, that should make 40. Okay, this one's correct also. Yeah, anyways, this, yeah. So, subtract 8. If you solve this one, you should get the same answer. A lot of friends. All right, number 9. Aaliyah has some candy to give her 4 children. She first took 10 pieces for herself and then evenly divided the rest among her children. Each child got 2 pieces. How many pieces did she start with? This one's different, a little bit. Okay, so she took 10 for herself. This one you don't really need algebra for. She took 10 for herself, so that's 10. Plus, how many did she give her kids? 2, but how many kids does she have?
4.
So altogether, how many did she give her kids?
18. Absent the
Okay. So this one, I mean, our variable would be how many candy pieces were there in total. So you can put a variable over there, but it's just 18. Okay, 11. Jill sold half of her comic books and then bought 16 more. She now has 36. How many did she begin with? Alright. Anybody want to try? Or I need to pick on somebody. No. Alright, Brian.
Jill sold half her comic books and bought 16 more. She now has 36. So it would,
How would I represent half her comic books? How would I represent that?
well, you start with 36. You start with
Well,
16.
neither. So, like using variables, how would I write half of her comic books?
Will we use C as a variable?
Yeah, that's fine.
C divided by 2.
C divided by 2. What's another way we could do that? Anybody know? Half of would be 1/2 times comic books, but that's the same thing as dividing by 2. Yeah, comic books divided by 2. So she lost half of them. That will get rid of half of them, right? Divided by 2. But then she bought 16 more. So what should we do with that, Brian? If she got 16 more?
Plus, we'll make this,
Yeah, plus 16. And then she got up to her now total, which is
36.
36. So in this case, C stands for her original amount of comic books. She cut them in half. I got rid of half of them. Then got 16 more, and now she's up to 36. All right. So yeah, do the thing with the thing. what's my step at this point? Multiply by 2, yeah. Put a dot 2 there. So what's C equals 40 mean on this problem? She originally had 40 comic books.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, what I did.
Alright. Okay, on Tuesday, Shanice bought 5 hats. On Wednesday, half of all the hats she had were destroyed. On Thursday, there were only 17 left. How many did she have on Monday? So I think how many did she have on Monday was like, how many did she start with, is what they're saying. So that's our variable, right? I don't know how many hats she had to start with, so I'll call it H. And it says on Tuesday she bought 5, so what should I do with that?
Plus 5.
Okay, this is where it gets tricky.
Plus 5.
On Wednesday, the next day, half of the hats were destroyed.
Times 1.
Times 1/2, or divided by 2, same thing. But what do I divide by 2? The 5?
The whole equation.
The whole thing. Divided by 2. Or if you did times 1/2, it would look like this. Those are both correct. And then it said she ended up with 17. So what do I do with that?
Equals.
Equals 17. Okay, we did a couple of these last week, 3 or 4 maybe. What do we do when there's a division bar here to solve?
You divide all the top parts by,
Well, you could divide both these by 2, but they don't divide very well. Do you guys remember what we did?
Multiply by 2 first.
Multiplied by 2 first. With the division bar, that'll get rid of this. Because basically what's happening when you multiply by 2 is those go away, right? 2 divided by 2, and multiply that side by 2. So we get H plus 5 equals, whoops, 34. So she must have had 29 hats. That's a lot of hats.
Would 6 be like the same as the
6. Yeah, 6 would be pretty much the same thing. Yeah. I doubt anybody in here has 29 hats. Maybe 29 pairs of shoes. Is there anybody who has a shoe problem? Miranda. Bo, you got 29 pairs of shoes?